Hi, I'm your host, Roseanne Kamal, a certified nutrition coach with a background in psychology. Here on Hey Sugar podcast, you will learn how to live a healthy and sustainable lifestyle without dieting. I'll be teaching you practical tips that you can incorporate in your unique lifestyle. I am going to help you break any dieting mindset traps and show you that a healthy and sustainable lifestyle is doable. I'm going to keep it simple and I'm going to keep it real. Now, you see, I was once overweight, I was once medically obese, and had a diagnosis of high cholesterol. I've been able to keep my weight off and keep my cholesterol numbers to a healthy range for over the past 15 years. So if you're ready to change your life for good and create a healthy and sustainable lifestyle for yourself, then this is for you. Let's go. Oh, you guys, we are in for a treat. You are in for a treat. And even I am so excited to be sharing our upcoming transformation because this lady, I want you to just take a good look at her. If you're on YouTube, you can see her beauty because this girl, she's not only a mother of three, she is a grandmother of four. I had to pause for a minute and sort of just do a double take and say, how are you a grandma of four looking the way you are looking? You guys, you are in for a treat. Today on our podcast, Hey Sugar, we have Felista's Naisia Moi Lien. Did I butcher that second name, girl? I really hope I didn't. And today she's going to be sharing her story with us. Now, she is a mom of three beautiful children, a grandma to four. How this woman is a grandmother, I do not know, and how she looks this good. Listen, I want to look as good as your age as you look. She also is a business lady. She has a salon where she focuses on beauty and making women look good on the outside. Absolutely love that. She loves walking, podcasting, listening to motivational videos. She loves cooking and all matter healthy living. You guys, you are in for a treat. Felistas, welcome, welcome, welcome to today's podcast. I am so excited that you're here and I can't wait to hear your story. But before you even hop into your story, can you tell us a little bit about? Did you just tell me you went to Msongari and so public speaking is your thing?
I did. I was in Loreto Convent Musongari,
Yeah.
the whole of primary and up to secondary, Form 3.
Okay.
And I did public speaking for the school with Mrs. Burugu. So I was there, and she gave me that confidence that even now, when I'm in church or anywhere, I have no fear of audience.
Mm.
So, yes, that's where I went to school.
You went to Msongari, and then you have these three beautiful children. And I know I met you through your daughter Fiona, who we've been working with her for goodness, I think 2 or 3 years. A beautiful soul, beautiful, and I can see where her beauty comes from because obviously emanates from you. But you also say you love motivational videos and audio. Which would you say is the latest motivational or audio or something that you have learned from a motivational, either video, book that you have learned that you would want to share with us and by who?
Actually, the one that I've been listening to, I just started the other day. You recommended it because I do follow what you say and your emails. Is it Atomic Habits? That's what I've been listening to.
Yes.
So it has been really, it just has changed me. I'm more organized. Everything is so systematic. So yeah, that's what I've
Okay.
been listening to. Yeah.
And that's Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a great book, and it's a book, in fact, for us, it's not only a required reading for my family, but our girls who are now going to college. We actually did that book in 20 during COVID season 2020, and we've done it. We did it again last year in 2023, and I was like, "This is a book that I want to like as a family, like a book reading. I think it's important, and I love that." So let's go back. I want to now dive into your story. I want to hear more about you. And I want to know before you even came to us, because you came to us because you wanted to transform your body, you wanted to lose weight. But can you give me some background of who Felistas was before she came and started Hey Sugar or started needed to transform? Who were you before?
Felista, like I've said, was a mother. I
Mhm.
think one of the things that I did is I mothered my children. I lived in Namanga, brought them up there. I took them to school. And at that time, I was doing salon beauty and a shop. And then the children all of a suddenly grew up. I got them when I was rather young, though.
Okay.
Got my firstborn at 20. So that is Fiona. She's my
Ah,
firstborn.
okay.
And she's the smallest bodied. The rest are really big. But at least Tracy has now gone down. So after that is when I decided, no, I need to venture out. And that's when I came to Nairobi. I've opened a big restaurant in CBD, River Road, called Ma Dishes. So, in short, that is who Felista is business wise. So, do you want to know more?
Yes, I'd like to know like more. What do you do in terms of your business? Because I hear you came from Namanga, you came to Nairobi. So you're moving from Nairobi because what? Have the kids left the home? Have they left home and now you're all by yourself and you need to just take me through that journey? Yeah, I want to know.
Actually, the children are all grown up. They're all in their workplaces. Fiona is married. My son is married with a child. So I am with Racia. So here in Nairobi, and sometimes you just have to keep going and getting motivated in doing something else. And back home, I think I've stayed there over 30 years. So sometimes a change is as good as a rest. So, and
Oh, I
I
love that.
had
I
a
think it is
passion
a
for cooking,
yeah.
and that's why I decided, no, I need to. But before that, actually, I've worked with the Kenya government for a while. I was a medical lab technologist. It was my mother's career. It was not mine. I worked for around 10 years, and then I decided, no. That's when I started beauty because I loved braiding. I loved doing hair and beauty and all that.
Yes.
So, by the way, mothers should not impose what they want, because at that time I tried to tell my mom I'd like to do beauty,
Yeah.
and she told me beauty ni ya watoto ambaye hawajasoma.
Oh,
So, yeah.
think about those
And
options. Yeah.
and I wanted to do catering. I wanted to go to Italy, but she said, no, 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 you need to go to the medical field. And I did excel. At my class, I was the best practical student. I did very, very well. I enjoyed doing it, but I didn't have the calling. So
Mm.
eventually, I have landed to what I wanted to do, and my certificates are in the box somewhere.
Hey. Look at you. She landed. She's doing what she wants to do. And so you're here in Nairobi. And I love what you have said because this is so powerful that we as mothers should not impose and have our kids do the things we want them to do because that's not their calling. You may be good at it, but your heart is not in it. And so now here you're in Nairobi. Where exactly are you located and what exactly are you doing in Nairobi?
I am in the CBD, River
Okay.
Road. I have a restaurant called Ma Dishes. So right now, I'm there with my restaurant. Yeah. So
Hmm.
it's downstairs,
My
upstairs,
dishes.
around 150 seater.
Oh, my dishes. You know what? I'm gonna put it if you don't mind. Do you mind if I can put it at the bottom? And if ladies want to go check it out, I know I will come check it out. We can all come and
Okay.
check it out. Awesome, fantastic. So you
The
come to
logo is
Nairobi.
on my profile in WhatsApp. You get the logo for the restaurant. Yeah.
Fantastic. You can share those
Yeah.
details in the end. I love it. Now, quick question. So, once you come to Nairobi, at what point do you, how does this whole conversation of your body, obviously, you're in the beauty industry, you love making women look beautiful, making women look nice, braiding their hair. So, I can see there's a part of you that is like, I want women to look good. How about you in this season? Where did you see yourself before you said, okay, I need some help or I want to lose some weight? Just take me through that journey.
So this started long ago.
Mhm.
It's like a yo-yo, like
Mm,
I added weight.
okay.
Uh, that is for sure. And
Mm,
my ideal weight at that time, I always wanted to be 78, and here I am between 88 to 90 to 91.
mm,
Actually, before I started the Treasure Fitness, I was 92 kilos.
okay.
So I'm physically active because I walk to work every morning at 5 in the morning. So at least I am able, but I kept bouncing up and down. I'll do the celery soup diet,
Mm,
there boiling the celery, drinking, and you go down. Phew.
yeah.
But within a time, you're back there. And then the problem is you'd look haggard, like drained your whole
Mm.
physical appearance
Changes.
doesn't, like somebody tell you what's wrong, have you been sick? That's what they would always ask me. I said, this is not good. So up and down doing this diet, and then I'm in the food industry.
Yeah.
And then you're there making sure your customers are well served. Mandazi inapita hapo inakusalimia.
Oh,
So
Germany.
I know. And then I started researching how do you get healthy. And then you hear you're supposed to eat fruits. And then I am in love with bananas. I'd eat six in a day, skipping a meal, saying, this now will do. Not knowing that that is what was also making me lose weight. So in the end, after doing this, I said it was a yo-yo, up and down, up and down. Finally, here is my daughter Fiona, and she's telling me about this treasure fitness and everything. She brings me papers, and I told her, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand anything. And she told me, oh, but, and what she told me? I'll pay for you. Not that I couldn't afford, but she said, I think I should just pay for you
Oh
so
my
that you
God.
get in. Yeah, she did that. She did that for me and Racia, my daughter. Then
Goodness.
after I started, it's like I was a bit skeptical. I
Of
told her,
course.
what haven't I tried? I know all these things. And she'd tell me, no. She'd tell me, no, you don't know everything. But I told her, I read these books, I do this and I do this. And she said, I think you're missing something. Just have an open mind. And I agreed. And that's when I started now the treasure fitness. And then I was just like, ah,
When you are coming in, I hear the journey where you've been struggling with your weight. I hear you've been trying different diets. I hear you, when you would lose the weight, you would actually look almost emaciated because people would be like, you're sick. So you come in, your daughter is like, because I know her. So she's like, try this. You come, you try. But I hear you are skeptical. Then when you come in, what was your expectation and what did you get?
actually, I wasn't expecting much.
Okay.
But I had seen her
Mm-hmm.
shrink like this. Yeah,
Mm,
she went just down. That
mm,
was an eye opener for me. And I told her,
okay.
what is it you're doing that I am not doing?
Mm,
And she told me, this is something, to me, even if I tried telling you, unless you go through the whole program, you'll not
mm,
understand. So
mm,
that's when she told me no. And for this, because every time we're talking about that.
mm,
My blood pressure had gone up. It was at around 140.
mm,
And my daughter is an alarmist. She tell me, no, that is not good for you.
mm.
And I told her that is, like where you try to downplay things.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem I had was on my left foot. So
Mm,
there's that tinkling sensation that was just putting me off. I'd tell my daughter,
mm,
come and massage here. I don't know
mm,
what's happening here. And then I've been reading your emails. The emails just made me wow. When I
mm,
realized, no, I know what was happening with my leg.
mm.
That tingling feeling was explained. And after I did the program, it completely disappeared.
Oh my
I had
goodness.
such a bad twitching under my left eye. Like I'd even look in the mirror and it was throbbing. And I'd say, how come I have a blood vessel here? And I've told
Mm,
everybody, but why was mine? And it's completely gone.
yeah.
So after I mean, I would read your emails, I'd note down, especially these conditions, because with my age, I need to really be careful. And do you know my blood pressure now is the highest it goes is to 118. The highest 118 over 78,
Oh,
80 there.
118. Oh my
Imagine sometimes I even have to go and go to different people because it was already always at 140, 140, 140.
goodness. Oh my
But
goodness.
now, poof, it is just down there.
Mm,
So I have really been taking a lot of, what would you say, keen interest on how my body is behaving.
yeah.
And just the other day, I realized milk is not for me because I realized that milk is also not making me go down as much as I would want. So
Yeah.
right now, that is in the bucket. It's not going
My
to be in my
goodness.
diet again. So, like you've always kept saying, is that you keep listening to yourself. That's what I'm doing. And
My goodness.
with four grandchildren, I need to chase them up. When they come and
Hey,
they want me to, hey, hey, I can't allow myself to be outdone.
See, that attitude, I cannot allow myself to be outdone. I have these grandchildren who are running around. How do you be
Mhm.
sitting around and you don't have the energy? And by the way, you're also really, 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 really young. But I think for me, what I'm hearing your body is responding to you changing your nutrition. So, do you mind sharing? What were you doing before? Because even as your body is beginning to respond favorably to the foods that you're now eating, I think someone might be there sitting and saying, okay, are you starving yourself or are you not eating food? Like, what exactly are you doing that your body is now giving you these amazing results? Are you eating food?
I am eating.
Mhm.
Before, hey, in the morning, you'd wake up, you're in the restaurant, chapati zimepikwa, and those chapatis are delicious. So
Yeah,
you'd
I'm
be
sure.
there with
When I
chapati
come,
and
that's what I'm going to get.
with your chapatis and your sausages there and your eggs there, and you have your meal. And then at lunchtime, and my staff are so good. Hey, madam, leo utakula nini lunch? Mchele pap na mamboga na nini na nini. One thing I have realized, I was not taking enough protein. Like, maharagwe, beans, those were things. But right now, those are my friends. And that's what I have really increased my protein intake. This is the first time I've eaten chickpeas and I just fell in love with them. And because River Road is adjacent to Nyamakima, where the cereals, that's the home of cereals. So I'm here with this, with this, with this, with this. Actually, that is, a game changer. That is what has happened. Because I used to say, and this used to happen, every time I eat beans, my stomach would be like, I wouldn't sit next to people.
Yes,
Gas.
yes, gas.
Yeah, 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 polluting the air, and
Mm.
everything. So when I changed and I started following what you're saying, I've never had gas problems. And then all of a sudden, I now start looking young again. I have a glow. My color has come back. I am now as light as I am supposed to be, without,
Yeah,
like, I'm not anyone to start bleaching or doing anything, but
yeah,
that glow you find in yourself without applying anything and all that, and I'm
yes,
just wow. So the diet and then the greens, I eat them like nobody's business.
yes.
It's been a game changer, and life has become cheaper.
Right?
You Yes, I
Yes.
just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. So what I used to shun, what I used to find not attractive to me, that is now what I have now embraced. So I'm just happy about myself. I'm happy about everything. And then the
My,
organization, when you plan, you're
yeah,
going for shopping once a week, and then
yeah,
I cook on Sundays for the whole week. So I have to leave the house by around 5. I'm
yeah,
there with my bag and everything is
yeah.
ready. I just take it to the fridge at work, and my staff know, wanatuliza, mama, what has happened? Chakula yetu ni mbaya siku hizi. And I have to, and you can't keep explaining. No, I just want to eat. And they said, siku hizi unakula kidogo. So yeah, it's been a game changer.
My goodness. And I think for me, when you see the change coming from the inside out, because your body will talk to you. For
Yes.
you, the throbbing that has disappeared, the sciatica pain disappeared, the leg tingling disappeared, blood pressure gone down,
Oh
glow,
yes.
skin glowing increased, energy gone up. So there's someone right now who was the former you that used to be tired, maybe your skin. In fact, the one thing you've said, my skin color, like my natural color, has just come out. And they're probably now wondering, are you just telling me it's what you have done? So when someone out there who is skeptical like you were, what would you tell them about embracing a lifestyle that is doable, that is sustainable? And by the way, in fact, let me just ask, is this doable? Do you
It's
find it sustainable?
so doable, so sustainable, so easy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not complicated anymore.
Yeah.
Um, I know I have to eat my vegetables, I have to eat my proteins, and I do my starch in the morning, and that's it. And then the
Mm.
sleep. I used to have insomnia, tossing and turning in bed, and everybody would say, "Oh, well, that comes with age. Once you hit 50, that's what happens." But now, that's not
You're
true.
sleeping.
I sleep so well, so comfortable. And then those rushes to the bathroom. I don't know. I used to go to the bathroom every other time. Now I'm able to hold until the time I wake up.
My
It's
goodness.
it's yeah, things have just changed. Hmm.
Things have changed, and what I'm hearing, I'm really just hearing a lot of great wins. But if someone is thinking and maybe they're skeptical, they're like, okay, what has been the biggest struggle? What would you say your biggest struggle has been?
When you say struggle, do you mean before I started the program or after I started?
After, because all you're saying is all these good things, but is there something that you're struggling with that you say, I'm still struggling here, or I would need to do this?
The only thing I've said, and I've said it, I need to do away with milk. I've noticed that with milk, it's not giving me the results I want, and I need to, and I'm sure after I stop milk, things will really go down.
And I love
But
that. Mhm.
mhm. Yeah,
Go
that
ahead.
because the time I watched all your podcasts, the ones that were being aired, and one of the things you said is that you make the decision yourself. You will not tell
Yeah.
us to stop milk or anything. So there I was with my big mug of coffee in the morning
Yeah.
every day, and I decided there's something still not right here. So today is day three without the coffee, and I can feel that hey, is there something better happening in my body, Kabisa? The way I listen, yeah. So I'm learning. I'm still in a learning curve.
There you go.
The challenges I only get is when, let's say, I go all the way back home, Okoshams,
Mm, mm,
and you're cooking, you're in the family, you find that people really don't understand what's happening with
mm.
you.
Yeah.
But you try your best. So you want to have this, so that somebody will ask you, kwani ukule mkate asubuhi, those kind of things. So
Yeah.
those are the struggles. And sometimes there are people you cannot explain all
Yes.
this. They wouldn't understand
They will
unless
not
they're on
understand.
the same level you are. Hmm.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
Fiona had a struggle also trying to tell me, because here I am. I'm not illiterate. I think I'm okay, but you see, she kept, and I would see her with two dishes here, glass dishes with this and this. I thought, what are you eating? What would you know? But right now, I understand. I really understand. Hmm.
Now you understand her. Now you understand. And I think it's important that we pause here and talk to folks. And I think I like your milk analogy or your milk, and I'll put that struggle in quotes, because sometimes when we have ingrained habits for a very long period of time, it takes time for us to let go of the attachment we've had on a certain thing. And I relate with you on the milk issue, because that was one thing even I had a really hard time letting go of. As one who never used to drink milk many, many years ago, and until I always say there's there's something in the Kenyan air that you just the tea just tastes different and you need that milk. And so it's important to allow yourself just through that journey to know that it's a process. And if you still find yourself going back to milk, it's not bad. It's just to recognize, you know what, there has been some form of attachment for years. But I want to go back on a struggle which I've also heard, although you have actually mentioned it. And a lot of women struggle with this. When you're now on a journey and you've seen how this is working for you and the foods are perfectly like this, is you can see the changes in your body, then you go to someone or places where people do not understand. How therefore are you as Felistas navigating that journey of, okay, kwani hukuli mkate, you're not eating bread in the morning? How are you navigating that journey? How can you just take me through your journey? And I can share with you mine how I usually do it.
So, okay, I'll give you a very practical incident. Last Wednesday, I was in the manga. I was in the chama,
Okay.
and right now I'm becoming smaller. They even told me, what have you done? Your waist has really gone down.
Well,
We Maasais wear those big beaded beds, so I was wearing
yeah.
a traditional regalia,
Yes.
and um, everybody served food before me, and everybody is a mountain. And I used to eat like that. You eat
Yeah.
like that food I'd eat for 3 days, by the way, the amount.
Yeah.
So there I am. The food is there. It's a bouquet, a buffet. So I went there. I took my veggies and I took my beef, and that was it. And then they said, Yo, Chakula, is that only what you're going to eat?
Mm.
And you hear these are 10 women and you're alone.
Yeah.
You try to explain and wanakwambia oh, unafanya mambo ya kizungu kizungu hapa, sometimes it's not that easy. So I told them, but look at you people, all of you are complaining of me pain, you are complaining of your back, you're complaining. So I
Mm.
think because you are all very rich women, hata kama mnakaa ushago, we need to have a one-on-one with you. So at least
Mm.
one has called me, her blood pressure is skyrocketing, and she's she's struggling with her health.
Yeah.
And I told her, I think you need to tone down. But the only thing that I can help you is the next time there's a program, when I hear about it, but you enter the program, you'll be able to learn better than me trying to tell you one.
Mm.
Because they'll tell you, oh, give us your paperwork. Fiona brought the paperwork, and I just looked at it and I said, I can't see anything here. It's only
Yeah.
recipes here. So
Yeah.
what am I going to do with these recipes? But once I started and I've been in the journey with the Treasure Fitness, I know the difference. Mhm.
And I know and I understand what you're saying because it's so different when you go through it versus when someone hands something over to you. And I
Yeah.
love, can I just say, I love the way you approached the ladies and you came from a loving perspective and you actually showed them, listen, I know you're looking at my food and saying I'm not eating, but I'm telling you, this has helped me reduce my, like I have all these amazing wins. And you mentioned to them lovingly, or reminded them, hey, you're struggling with XYZ. And so maybe you might want to consider a different approach. So I absolutely love that. In fact, what you've done is it's reverse psychology. No judgment, just telling them this is what's causing XYZ. Like, I love that approach that you gave them. And so, thank you for being such a loving and helpful friend. Now, as we're coming to a conclusion and we're coming to a close, someone like your friends might be skeptical and might be thinking, hey, this program really, what else am I gonna, why should I join? And so, if you have someone who is saying, why should they join? What would you tell them? Why should they join the program?
If they love themselves enough, then I think they should join. And I, I already they can see that through me, I was a plus size. Right now, from 92 kilos, right now I am at 82. I've lost 10 kilos. I have. And I know I'm struggling with clothes now, they can't fit. The bra
Good
was
problem
when
to have.
I know. And here I am adjusting the bra to the last hook right now, and I'm saying I'm not buying until I know I have gotten to 78, because 78 I know now that is. Uh, and like you said, you did something so good. I hid my weighing scale. Actually, I just got
Mm,
it out yesterday. Yeah, because you're in this yo-yo
yes.
program,
Yeah.
you lose within a week, you lose 5 kgs, and that's when you told us it's water weight.
Yeah.
So here I was doing this and this, and then all of a sudden the weight just like you pumped it, it's pumped back
Yeah.
to your body.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
So having lost, and it's how long has it been having lost? How many kilos is that from 92 to 80? So that's 10 kilos, 82.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
That's a span of how
Even
long?
if you look at my pictures, the others I was puffy. I was okay, and then I'm not big here, lakini huko chini kumemwagika kabisa.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So
God.
yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations. How long has this been that you've lost the 10 kilos?
Uh, uh, this has been over the how many now weeks? Because before Fiona came, I was doing a lot of exercises. And by the way, the squats in the bathroom. Oh
Right?
dear. Oh, I didn't realize that I am not fit. That is when I realized there's something that needs to be done here. So with the exercise, it's been within that duration, because right now it's about how many months now since we started? We started in March. Right now it's May.
So 2 months.
Yeah.
March, no, March, April, May, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months.
It's 3 months. It's three
I
months. Yeah.
love it. And that's such a sustainable way of losing that weight because it's gradual and you're being able to see. Oh, by the way, Is there a difference in the way you look now versus how you looked when you did the first diet you talked about where you lost a lot of weight? Is there a difference in how you actually look?
Yeah, I looked like a complete grandmother by then.
Yeah,
You are
because you
drooping,
aged.
you're fresh. You see, this treasure fitness program is so gradual.
Yeah,
Your skin is not, what do you say, looking hugged down.
yeah.
It's sort of like, that's why you don't even notice you're losing weight, because you don't appear to be like dehydrated. You don't
Mm,
appear to be like wrinkled skin. Actually, your
mm.
skin is like it's flourishing.
I love it.
So at that time when I did, especially the celery soup diet, it's
Mm,
true, it does make you lose weight like that. But then you get to look old. You become a true grandmother, like kabisa. Yeah. But this is, it's like it's going, and I like the how gradual it is, because you notice it after quite a while when you're trying to put this, and then I say this dress is too big for me, and that's what I'm telling Racian, because we're in the house, with the
yeah,
good support system. We are doing it together.
I love
So
it.
here
Love
she is, and she goes to the office, and the boss tells her, "Hey, you need to get better clothes now, because you." And it's true, they're so oversized now.
She's floating in
Mhm.
them.
Kabisa. So she tells me she's working from work, and then the slit has come to the front. The skirt has completely gone round without her realizing. So I'm so happy because we keep each other in check.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. I am
yeah,
so
yeah.
proud of you. I'm so happy for you. As we are
Mhm.
concluding, what would you like to tell that woman right now who is struggling? As Felistas, and she's sitting in front of you and she's saying, Felistas, I have gained all this weight. I am struggling with my health. What advice would you give that woman?
I'd tell her it's never too late to be what you might have been. And secondly, that you need to do a reverse thinking about yourself, about loving yourself, and the the struggles are there, yes, in life, and we've been there. I have been there personally. I know how hard it is. I know what it means to have a hurting knee. I know what it means to have that feeling that you're trying to push behind when your blood pressure is coming up, and you're in denial. That sometimes you just need to be on the right track, accept that yes, I need to do a change. And what I'm saying is that this change, once this skepticism is there, like when I was there at first with my daughter Fiona,
Yeah.
but once you know what it is in for you, because this thing is not only just about being physical, it's also spiritual. That's what now I have taken, because when you look at it, is doing things above average. It's not all doom. There's time. You can still restart, and by the end of the day, everything will work out.
I
Yeah.
love it. You can restart anytime. You can get
Mhm.
going just like you did. You're
Even
never
at
too.
my age, I have, like I kept feeling like I'm the oldest in the group, and I think I
No,
was.
no, we have someone older.
Ah, okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a 63. We have a 63 and a 62-year-old
I think we need to bring all the 50s and the 60s. Eh?
together.
They need it more than
Right?
they need it more.
Yeah.
So I have a question, Rosanna, because I have like in my women group there back in Namanga, these women only understand Swahili. Maybe you might consider doing a program that can fit people like them also,
Oh, where
because
I
I know
coach in
they.
Kiswahili.
Yeah.
Ah, you
Yeah.
know, I
Mhm.
could. My Swahili isn't the best, but I can figure how to make it work. I have my Swahili Kikuyu. Ni
It
ile.
doesn't matter. Hata kama ni ya Mama Njeri, it's fine.
Ah, perfect. Kama if as long as no one is gonna judge me kwa sababu hiyo ndio yangu. Ndio nitafanya
Mhm.
nayo. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would definitely consider some if that's something if I could see that there's interest in that and that's something people would be interested in by all means. And in fact, yeah,
Mhm.
we you know what? Thank you for putting that in the back of my head and I can see what I
Yeah.
can do about that. So thank you for that. I
Yeah.
appreciate that very much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
Felistas, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for a couple of things. Number one, for trusting yourself, for not giving up on yourself, for saying, even though I'm skeptical, I am still going to try. You had tried so many things and still things weren't working the way they should be, but you never gave up on yourself. I think if there's one thing I'm hearing from you is this, your spirit of not giving up. You're willing to restart and you're willing to actually do the work. And I can see that weaved in, not just in your wellness, but even in your life. Living Namanga, coming to Nairobi, starting a business, a flourishing business. This is the power of, as a woman, I am willing to do what needs to get done to get to who I need to be. You did something that you didn't want to do, but you're willing. Beauty is my thing. So I can hear a weaving in you, a not giving up spirit, a can do spirit, and a spirit of I am going to do what God has put in my heart to do. And for that, I want to applaud you for reaching and really aligning to who God has put you to being on this earth. So thank you. And thank you for sharing your story with the ladies. Thank you for sharing your journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to be your coach. I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted. And hearing your story even fuels me further to continue to help more women become the very best versions of themselves. So thank you, Felistas, for joining us, and I appreciate you very, very much. Is there any last parting words you'd want to say?
Yes, that I'm so grateful. I've been keen. I listened to all your recipes and your talks. And yes, you said we trust the process. The process is trusting us now.
Yeah, love it.
Thank you so much. I am actually very, very, very grateful. I had no idea it would come to this. And you know, when you're in control of your life, you feel you see the gratitude you have. It's enormous. I am just so grateful, and I pray for you. I always say, ah, bless her, Lord, because she has been able to get where so many have not been able to get. Because of the online things there's so many. You do this, but this is a game changer that you live for the rest of your life. Now I can see, with God's help, myself getting up to 100 years, still fit and
That's
yes.
you and I. We're going to get there and we're going to be strong and healthy, agile. I love it. I love it. We are on the same wavelength in that. Risi, I thank you. I
Yeah.
thank you. I thank you, Felistas, so much for sharing your story. And ladies, we are going to end it there with her amazing words of wisdom. And I want everybody to know that you literally have this one body, you have this one life. So please treasure it. Until the next episode,
Mhm.
have a good one. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye, bye,
Bye.
dear. Thank you.